Hello everyone, Vince Reed here, and if you're looking at the screen, it says, is it luck? Well, something that I've really recognized, especially being a person that works from home, a person that has had, a lot of success in the home business industry, I've realized that opportunity comes to those who take action. And something that I've really done a lot of lately is really researching a lot of top producers, a lot of people who have a lot of success in other industries, and I've noticed that their success stories seem to all sound the same. Okay, so, I really was just like, man, this world is full of opportunity. Why is it that so many people that are having success seem to have the same story? So I wanted to give you an example of some of these stories so you can obviously see that really anything is possible. And, that's why I love what I do. I love this country. I love, all the opportunity that, it possesses and that it has, because it can literally take a person like Tom Hanks, who once worked as a hotel bellman and carried bags for other celebrities. And, this turned this person into a person that's now worth well over $130 million. I love Tom Hanks movies, and I'm sure every time he goes into a hotel and, and talks to a bellman who takes his bags, I'm sure, he leaves a pretty good tip because he can relate. Okay. And, his story is amazing because, it really shows that anything is possible. Okay, another guy named Michael Douglas. I'm sure you've heard of him. I love his movies. But here's a guy who once worked at a gas station. Okay, and now when you go to the gas station, you probably don't think that, hey, Michael Douglas worked at a gas station, but he did. And now this guy is estimated to be worth over $200 million. Just amazing. And then you take a look at a person named Simon Cowell. I'm sure you guys have heard of the show American Idol. Here's a guy who started out as a mailroom clerk. Okay, I'm sure if you tell someone today, hey, I want you to work in the mailroom for minimum wage, they're not probably thinking that they can become the next Simon Cowell. But yes, he did, and now he's worth well over $200 million. Amazing, and the list really goes on. Okay, a guy named Sean Diddy Combs. Here's a guy who started out as an intern where he did grunt work like washing cars and fetching coffee. And if you've seen any of his shows on like MTV or anything like that, you know that he loves to send people on wild goose chases, probably because he had to do them himself. Now the guy's worth over $340 million. As you can see, a lot of these stories all sound pretty similar. And the list goes on. Jennifer Aniston, okay? She worked as a telemarketer and a waitress, okay? Now she's worth over $220 million. So now when you get a call from that telemarketer, or when you're, eating somewhere and you're talking to the waitress, okay, just think, these are things that Jennifer Aniston did, and look at where she is today. Just amazing. And the list just goes on and on. Okay, we're talking about, Sandra Bullock, okay, a person who was obviously, an amazing actress, worked as a bartender. Now when you go into the bar and you order a drink, just think this is something that Sandra Bullock did, and she obviously believed in herself enough to now where she's one of the top actresses in Hollywood and worth over $100 million. Okay, just amazing of the things that you can do. Anything is possible. And Donald Trump is someone who really, to me, I view as a mentor. One of my favorite shows on TV is The Apprentice. I think it's a great show. And Donald Trump was once $100 million in debt. And I talk to people all the time, and they say, I don't have enough money. How much is this going to cost for me to do this or that? But yet, they have like, spend $100 a month on cable and like, spend all this money on coffee every day. But when it comes down to things that, are going to help them acquire wealth, it becomes difficult. But imagine if I were to tell you, now you're $100 million in debt. To me, this is an amazing story because this is a person that could have easily packed it in and said, you know what, I'm done, I'm finished. But he turned it around to now being worth over $3 billion. Okay, just amazing, the type of things that you can do, when you put your mind to it. Okay, and then you have people like Bill Gates, who just happens to be the richest person in the world. Okay, this is a college dropout who started his business out of his garage. Okay, a lot of people in the home business, we all work from home. Okay, and sometimes things get a little bit tough. Okay, but we're talking about a person who started his business out of his garage, one of the richest people in the world, estimated to be worth $58 billion, is doing something that a lot of us are doing today. Okay, the world is full of opportunity, but all these stories seem to be very similar, and it seems like the people that are, accomplishing their goals are the people that take action and believe in themselves, and they know that if they just work hard, that they can accomplish their goals. Okay, so what do they all have in common? Okay, they all started out with a dream, and they all took action. Okay, they really said, hey, you know what, I know that I'm a bartender now, but you know what, I want to be in, 3 of the best movies that come out in 1 year, and that's, someone like Sandra Bullock. Okay, just an amazing story. Okay, they bring value to the world, and that's something that I really want you guys to really just look at. Okay, there's not a lot of people that create wealth and just they don't bring any value to the world. So whatever it is that you're an expert in, that's why you always hear me saying, find your niche, find your passion, and there's always a way for you to turn that into something, that can basically be extraordinary in your life. Okay, they all bring value to the world, and the thing that's great about it is their stories are still being written. Okay, so the question that you have to ask yourself is, what's your story? Okay, have you started your story? Everyone has a dream. Are you taking action? Okay, everything is going to have risk. Okay, no risk, no reward. You probably heard that. Okay, but something that I'm learning very quickly is it seems like the things that we take for granted, or let's say the things that we feel inside that are less risky, are the things that in reality are more risky. Working at your job. Any day, your boss can come in there and say, "Hey, you're fired." Okay, these are things that I see and notice every day, which is why I love what I do. I don't have to worry about anyone coming in saying, "Hey, Vince, you're fired today." Okay, how is your story going to be written? What do you want it to say? Okay, how many people do you want to help? Okay, how many people do you want to say, "Hey, this person really, did a lot for me"? Some things that I like to do is, I realize that the more value I give, the more people I can help, the more good things just start to happen for me. Now, I was looking at an article today, actually, about another guy. His name's Jonathan Budd. I'm sure you guys have all heard of him. He just won an R8, really my dream car. It's the guy who, won that because he gives so much value to the world. He gave $25,000 to a charity. Okay, he does a lot of things, helps a lot of people make money. So all of a sudden, he gets handed an Audi R8, $100 and I believe $50,000 car for winning, an affiliate competition in this industry. So, to me, it's about you giving value, and really how much value can you basically, give to the world. The more value, the more money you're going to see start to roll into your bank account, and the more people you're going to help. Okay, so you control your own reality. All right, you can accomplish anything, whether you're working as a bartender, okay, whether you're a waitress or a telemarketer, okay, whether you're working as a hotel bellman, okay, whether you're a person that had their whole industry collapse and they have to start over. Whatever it may be, you control your own reality, find your niche, and figure out how much value you can offer the world, okay, and how you can make something in your niche better, okay, and you will have success. The harder you work, the luckier you become, okay? The harder you work, the luckier you become. Just remember, the person who hits the lottery, they had to buy a lottery ticket, and if you ask people, most people bought a lot of lottery tickets before they won, all right? So keep working hard, and just understand that this business, this industry, the world is full of opportunity, okay? It's just a matter of you, basically just reaching out and just taking that opportunity and running with it. All right, my name is Vince Reed, and I will be talking to you guys soon. Take care, and you have a great day.